This is another design review video. It's my third one. I'll try to upload as much as possible. The first video was about Centaurimon and the second one was about Agumon. In these videos I review a Digimon's design and the design of its evolution line. In this video I'll be talking about the most popular Digimon and mascot of the franchise, Agumon. Agumon has a nice simple design. When we compare him to the other rookie Digidestined Digimon, Agumon's design is the most simplistic. He is not some plant monster with leafy hands or a lizard with the fur of a wolf. He also has no accessories or markings. He's simply a yellow dinosaur. And this is not a bad thing because everyone loves dinosaurs because they are so cool. I love dinosaurs and it's the reason why I loved Agumon's design. I think it was best to make this design nice and simple. Also, I found its little fat belly adorable. He looked savage in its original artwork with the veins and muscles. The anime got rid of the veins and muscles. I guess they did this to make the design cuter, as it's one of the mascot Digimon. The anime also got rid of its thumb, which is weird. They might have preferred it to have 3 claws. Maybe it was simpler to draw. Agumon also appeared in the first Digimon movie. This movie appeared before the anime and they gave Agumon different design. He felt more like a feral dinosaur. His size was the biggest difference. In Tri, his design looks ugly. His head is far too big while the body is skinny. I never liked Tri's art style. If we compare the Tri design to the original, we see how his body looks so small compared to his big head. He looks weaker, like he's sick. Like Agumon has different variations. However, Agumon has a lot more, since he is the most popular Digimon. A normal Agumon's design is simple, however its variations do try to add some accessories. For example, Agumon 2006 was the main protagonist Digimon in Digimon Data Squad. I believe they should have given him another name, as I find adding 2006 onto the name is dumb. This Digimon has belts around its claws to make it stand out. Belts are one of Kenji Watanabe's design choices. Many Digimon have random belts in their design. Maybe the belts around its claws were added to make it look like a fighter. It was a smart way of trying to make it different to the normal Agumon. His head seems to be bigger than a normal Agumon's as well. Personally, I prefer the original design over this one, and I'm sure many others feel the same way. The next variation is Agumon X, who now has blue stripes around its body, like a Greymon. It also has a white stomach. I actually like this design. It's a mini Greymon. I would have preferred the 2006 Agumon looking like him. Next up is the standard black variation. It's basically meant to be the cool variation of Agumon, and its color scheme does make it look cool, similar to Black Agumon. I really like Black Agumon simply because it digivolves into Black Wool Greymon, one of my personal favorite Digimon characters. We also have another color variation, Snow Agumon. Even now I'm surprised that such a variation exists. What purpose does this Snow Agumon serve? In Digimon World, Snow Agumon is an enemy that can be found in Friesland, a snow area. They might have needed a snow type Digimon to inhabit the snow area. I feel like they created this Agumon variation simply because they could reuse the Agumon model in the Digimon World game. Snow Agumon is an interesting variation. I actually like its skin tone. It has a nice color scheme for an Agumon variation. Unlike all the other Agumon type Digimon who use fire attacks, Snow Agumon uses water attacks. This Digimon also uses stealth in fights to gain the advantage. The color of its body is identical to that of Snow. In battle, it hides in the snow and is able to approach the enemy to attack without being exposed. Surprisingly, this Digimon does not have a Snow Greymon evolution. It could be easy for them to create a Snow Agumon evolution line if they simply change the colors like they did for Black Agumon's evolution line. Even fans have created Snow variations for its evolution line, and I'm glad that they have not done this, as it would feel like a lazy design choice to simply change the color scheme of Agumon's evolution line. It makes sense for this Digimon to digivolve into Frigimon, a snowman Digimon. but I'm sure many Agumon fans would love to see it obtain its own Greymon variation evolution line. It would be interesting to see it become a C version of Greymon. Maybe this variation has a Spinosaurus type Greymon, as Spinosauruses were water-based dinosaurs. We have another interesting variation called Agumon Expert. He has a charming and cute design. It's the perfect Digimon to teach people. They can use this Digimon as a tutorial instructor for their games. This Agumon has an interesting personality. It considers itself a professor of the digital world. The funny thing is that this Digimon forged its degree in Digital Monster Studies from Digital World Academy. There might not even be a Digital World Academy. It uses the badge as proof of its doctorate. Luckily, it's still a genius and it is knowledgeable about Digimon types and territories. So while its degree is fake, it probably has the knowledge of an actual professor. And this is certainly an interesting Digimon. It has a charming personality and it even has a Mamamon face on the end of its rod. This Digimon has a rival who is also an Agumon variation. It's called Fake Agumon Expert. It's a dark counterpart of Agumon Expert. This Digimon is jealous of Agumon Expert's fame, so he plagiarized Agumon Expert's title. He's an imposter who spreads lies around as facts. This is an Agumon who has never actually done any research. It is not as knowledgeable about Digimon as Agumon Expert. It has such a wonderful design. I like it more than Agumon Expert's design. Surprisingly, its rod has the mark of evil on it. Many evil Digimon have this symbol on their body, like Devimon and Myotismon. It's an interesting design choice for its rod. The two of them represent the news on the internet. Agumon Expert gives out real news, while the fake one gives out fake news.
You are fake news.
Imagine it for one moment. Fake Agumon Expert is responsible for all the fake news on the internet. Toy Agumon is a unique variation. It's a Digimon made from Lego blocks. It was created from a child playing on the internet. This Digimon can shoot out a Lego pepper breath attack, and his body falls apart into pieces when it is surprised. I like this idea and I'm sure many are fans of this design. However, I doubt this Digimon will ever get an evolution line, and if it does, it will probably evolve into a Digimon that's not part of the Greymon family. This Digimon also appeared in the Digital World game and was an enemy you could encounter at the Toy Mansion. Perhaps they needed toy monsters for the toy area, so they created Toy Agumon, similar to what they did for Snow Agumon. Also, there is a Black Toy Agumon variation. It's a Toy Agumon that has been infected by a computer virus. It's now a toy that would bully children instead. There is also another Toy Agumon variation called Clear Agumon. It is named Clear Agumon due to the fact that it is composed of transparent blocks. These variations also appear in the game, and I don't mind them using these Digimon for the games. But I doubt we needed Clear Agumon to be an official Digimon. It's a pointless Digimon. Bushi Agumon is simply a samurai variation. It's cool, but it doesn't have an interesting personality. I guess they created this design because they like samurais. Also, the 2006 version has a snow and black variation. I'm surprised they even bothered to give the 2006 version different color schemes. Apparently, Santa Agumon is an official variation, even though it was used for a Christmas event in the phone game. I don't like it, and I feel like it should not even be an official Digimon. The most weird design would have to be Fure Agumon. It's basically Hitler Agumon. I guess we found Hitler's Digimon. This Digimon only appeared in a Japanese game. Digimon are made from data on the internet. I guess this one absorbed some Nazi data. Could you imagine what its evolution line would be? The most messed up thing is that this Agumon had a concentration camp filled with Agumons who each have a number on their forehead. Apparently, he has 2,000 Agumon in this concentration camp. This is some dark stuff. I'm surprised Digimon would let their mascot Digimon become Hitler. And finally, Black Agumon X has to be my favorite variation. It references the original design of the Agumon who appeared in the first Digimon movie. I like this design more than the original Agumon. I don't wish to talk too much about it as this video will get too long, but I will make a separate video for Black Agumon X. But there are also Agumon in different outfits, and I'm glad they are not official variations. It is cute to see him wear Ty's clothes though. So those are all of Agumon's variations. I'm glad a lot of these variations have their own charm. However, there were a few that were unnecessary, like Santa Agumon. let's talk about Agumon's different evolution lines. There are 4 Digimon Agumon can digivolve into. These are Greymon, Centarumon, Meramon, and Tyrannomon. In the Centarumon video, I explained how Centarumon makes sense as the champion level for Agumon. Meramon was an interesting evolution. It's a fire monster. It's surprising to know a dinosaur could digivolve into a fireman, but this is Digimon. They can digivolve into anything because they are beings made from data. I believe it can become Meramon only because Meramon was one of Agumon's potential champion levels in the first ever VPET. However, even the other rookie could become Meramon, so it's not an exclusive evolution to Agumon. Tyrannomon also appeared in the original VPET. However, unlike Meramon, Tyrannomon was an exclusive evolution to Agumon, and it was the counterpart to Greymon. Tyrannomon is the most interesting Digimon because it was the very first Digimon designed, and it was the original mascot Digimon. Eventually, Agumon became the mascot, and they decided to make Tyrannomon be the champion level for Agumon. Agumon's body resembles Tyrannomon more than Greymon. However, they decided to change that and make Greymon become the champion level, as Greymon was either more popular or they thought Greymon would fit because the ultimate level was Metal Greymon. So Tyrannomon was discarded for Greymon. I do prefer Greymon's design over Tyrannomon, but how crazy is that? Imagine if it was Tyrannomon who was in the anime as Agumon's champion level and not Greymon. That would be weird. I kinda feel bad for Tyrannomon. Greymon took its spotlight and it was never given a popular role for any anime or game. Imagine Tyrannomon being the main Digimon for the next show. I doubt this would happen, but it would be nice for it to get its time to shine. That's the end of the video. I was going to talk about the whole Agumon evolution line, like how I did for the Gabumon evolution line in the previous video. However, I decided to keep this video short, as this video would have become 20 minutes or longer. I'll talk about Agumon's evolution line in the next video. The next video will be all about the Greymon family. I now prefer making 10-minute videos because it's easier to make. It would take me a long time to make 20 to 30-minute videos, and many of these videos would fail, and it would simply be a waste of time, and that would stop my motivation. What's funny is that after uploading the previous video, I wanted to make this video 3 days later, as I wanted to upload a lot, but I got coronavirus, which sucked. But I won't let COVID stop me from uploading regularly. So I had a little visit from Coronamon. Luckily, I had Biaosmon Blast Mode use Corona Destroyer to save me from this virus. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to let you guys know that I finally uploaded part 1 of my story. And I want you guys to check it out. It's only 10 minutes long. I spent more than a year on this video, so I would greatly appreciate it if you guys checked it out. I really love this story and I cannot wait for you guys to check it out. And maybe you guys could share the video. The art was drawn by Tidal Shell, a great artist. Be sure to follow him on Twitter. The next video will either be about Greymon family or Patamon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.